On this edition of Kababayan Today, our first relationship panel for Buwan ng Pag-ibig with panelists, host Kat Iniba, theater maker Alison De La Cruz, Professor Ojeda-Kimbrough, and community leader Norma Austin. That's all next on Kababayan Today.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Tonji, buwan na ng pag-ibig. It's the month of February. So what better way to celebrate the love month than talking about relationships? Kasama ko ngayon for Talk Tuesdays, isang panel ng mga kababaihan ranging from various women in different circumstances. Kilalanin po natin sila. Kasama natin ang host ng Halo-Halo, si Kat Iniba. Hi, Kat!
Hi, G!
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
So Kat is single, no children, right? Okay, so para malaman ng mga audience natin kung ano yung mga sitwasyon natin, di ba? At kasama rin natin si Alison De La Cruz, isa siyang artist, di ba? Artist. Alison is married to her wife, and Ellen, how long has it been now?
We got married in 2008, right before the California elections.
So matagal na. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Alison, for being here and sharing your perspective with us about relationships. At kasama naman natin si Miss Carol Kimbrough. Carol is a professor, Asian American Studies professor. Saan po ito?
Oh, sa Cal State University in Fullerton.
That's right. Okay. And Miss Carol has also is in a very happily married relationship with 3 children, pero nabiyuda siya ng maaga. And so second chance at love, kumbaga, di ba?
Exactly.
At kasama natin, last but not least, si Tita Norma Requierme-Austin. She is a community leader, a founder of Phil-Am Arts, divorced. Pwede bang sabihin yon?
Of course.
Okay, divorced.
Happily divorced.
Happily divorced on her second marriage. No children.
No children.
That's right. And of course, as you know, I am married with a 9-year-old girl and a 7-year-old boy. Happily married, but you know, obviously in all marriages, there are always challenges. So today, pag-uusapan natin everything and anything about relationships, okay? Now, when it comes to relationships with either a man or a woman, I will ask you a question at tatanungin ko kayo kung agree ba kayo o hindi. So, itataas nila oo or hindi, okay? So, umpisahan na natin sa relationships for our panel. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
It's exciting.
All right. Siyempre, gusto ko ring sabihin sa lahat ng tao na ang pinaka-importante kapag pinag-uusapan ang isang topic ay respeto. We may not have the same perspective on the topics that we will talk about, but one thing remains, and that is we respect each other. And as women, I think it's very important na pwede nating pag-usapan ng isang bagay at hindi naman tayo kailangan magkasundo. Ang importante lang ay irespetuhin natin ang sarili natin, okay? So, let's get right to it. The first question about relationships. Importante pa rin ba ang courting? Importante ba ang courting? Alam mo naman tayo mga Pilipina, gusto natin nililigaw-ligawan. Kat, how important is it? Is it important to you? Oo o hindi?
I think in some ways it is important. You need to be asked out, you know, wooed. I think it's important. Doors open, you know. I still like that. I'm not really much into the social media type of dating.
Ano yung social media
Or
type
like
of dating?
internet date, you know, the Match.com.
Okay, so
yeah.
so kailangan mo pa rin ng face-to-face.
I like the face-to-face interaction or even on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Alison? Kailangan ba? Oo. So, ang tanong, when you are in a same-sex relationship, how do you know who courts who?
I think there's lots of different ways to know that. I think that's part of the fun of figuring out who you're attracted to. Are they attracted to you? In my own instance with my wife, it took us about 10 years of being friends to finally get to the courtship process because we were friends and we had to get through the does she know I like women? Does she like women? We're really good friends. We're just friends. I don't want to hit on my friend because we're friends.
Okay.
So it was that kind of process. And then I will say, yeah, definitely once we figured out that we liked each other, we had a long process of courting, because I think that every Pinay needs her own process of being courted.
That's right. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, Carol, importante pa rin ba ang nililigawan?
Of course.
Oo.
To me, it's a way of knowing or getting to know the other person. Kung walang period of courtship, you just go into a relationship, baka within a few weeks or so, tapos na, because you end up finding something that na hindi mo gusto. So it's better to have a courtship period where you get to know each other.
Okay, but the courtship period basically means you hold out, right? That's what it really means. You know, a man or a woman puts their best foot forward kasi nililigawan ka, pakikitaan ka ng his best side or her best side, right? But really what it means is, I'm not gonna give in. What do you think? Agree or disagree, Tita Norma? Oo o hindi?
Darling, gusto ko 24 hours nililigawan ako.
Oh, dapat, di ba?
Of course, and I remind him. Yes,
Every day.
I want to be wooed. I want to be romanced.
Yes.
Yeah, and you remind in a very nice way without demanding.
Aha. That's difficult, not to demand from your partner. Especially when you've had a long day, gusto mo nilalambing ka. Iba naman yung, uy, lambingin mo naman ako.
You initiate.
Ah.
You initiate because sometimes they forget.
Yun na, okay.
Sometimes they forget.
O sige, pagbalik natin dito sa Kababayan Today, pag-uusapan naman natin ang age difference sa isang relasyon. Importante ba ito? Don't go away. You're here with our women panel for the Love Month here on Kababayan Today.